Hello everyone, I am back. It's been a while. Let me get loaded. So what we're gonna do here, and then I'll get to all the other crap. I have seen a lot of this game up on YouTube's, but I have not seen map creation, and so I wanted to do some map creation here. And if everything goes how I would like it to, I was going to transition the map we create to a city building style. So, anyway, yeah, I picked Temperate because I've already done the other two, and I can actually show you those in this video if I'm not lazy and decide to actually do a good job at editing. So, yeah, I've been gone for a while. Just, you know, life stuff. Things happen. I've been really tired. And just not wanting to do anything. I'm just clicking a bunch of stuff that is totally what I shouldn't be doing. Alright, so the first thing that I have been doing is I set the map at like the lowest possible thing, and this is totally preference because you could do whatever you want, but this is how I work. So I'm gonna take a big brush like 2000, and then I'm just gonna set this. Now if I'm correct, the C should not, no it is, that's a shame. So sea level's at 40. I'm gonna lower that to 0 because I do not want to deal with that right now. And then I'm just gonna lower all this. I'm gonna try to make a map as quickly as possible. This might split up to parts, but anyway. So how this is gonna work is I'm gonna do the map creation and then like a little city start, and then that's it. If this takes off, I know I don't have many subscribers at this point. So it's kind of just a toss-up. If whoever likes it, give me some likes on the video, even 1 or 2. I suppose I'll do another. This is totally testing because I'm totally into this game right now. I totally plan on doing or finishing my other Let's Plays, because I'm not about to like just quit on them, because that's not cool. Alright, back to map editing. Alright, so I really have no idea what I want to do. I have done an island map, I've done a mountainy map, but I don't want to do just a flat land because that's boring. I suppose I could do both. Somewhat. Anyway, for those that have not actually done the map creation, I suppose I could do a somewhat tutorial. This is the grid here. It's really hard to see. And these are the tiles that you can build in. There are 36 or something. It's around the 30s. With mods, you can get them all. Totaling 100 kilometers, something like that. Normally you can only get 9. They capped it because of performance reasons. So let's start, because you're probably bored with me just talking. See, it really doesn't matter though when it's outside here. They call this the eye candy. I can go back up to whatever it is. Here's a trick that I learned. If you take to the slope and you go right click, it automatically tells you the level that you were doing. So then I can, that's not the level I wanted though, so I'll go back to this. And then I'll dial back some of this here. Yeah. I don't know what I want. Let's keep experimenting. I might cut some of this out. I don't know. Whatever. Live life to the edge, right? So I think I'll definitely cover the basics, though, on like how to make a realistic mountain, how to make a realistic river, I suppose, how to do like a waterfall, and then maybe, I don't know, I think that's it. Yeah, it's like a center island that's just literally a mountain, and so it would be, oh gosh, I don't know. We'll just start at 150 something, sure. And then it'd be about like this big, just to encompass a decent amount of vertical here. Alright, like that. And I'm thinking just almost all mountain, like very little flat land, and then we do like land out here, like land around it, and then like rivers off the mountain pouring into the sea, and like I don't know, like rivers or something, bays, I don't know. Stop pressuring me. I'm only human. I gotta fill all this in. Come on. It takes forever. It'd be nice if there was like a drag feature. Alright. There's a rough sketch. Let's grab this height and kind of edit out some waterways. I feel like I'm about to burp. Too big. Let's dial this down to like 1,000 maybe. That's good. Whatever. So, one of the things that I like to do is I want to make sure that a tile is worth something. So, on one of my, actually the first map I did, I wanted to do an island map, and it turned out really great. But one of the things I based on was like, this tile right here, am I going to build on it? Well, if this is all going to be water, and there's only this much land, no, I don't want to build on it. So what I did is I judged it on like, okay, well, if I want this tile to be worth something, like it's got a little land in it, I would add another island or something to make it actually worth the buy or whatever. Because I mean, if it's just all water, then there's no point in getting it, unless it's got like a ship thing. But even that would just be like, oh gosh, I gotta spend that much money. I don't know, like a bay access point. There's definitely no music. Maybe I turned the music down too much. Alright, maybe something like that. And then, like, you could build on these peninsulas, too. In fact, one of them would probably be the starting space. I don't like the whole, like, oh, I'm starting right in the middle. Actually, all the maps I've made, which isn't much, it's like 2, have not been in the starting spot that they give you. They've been like off, which is cool. So how this looks isn't horrible. I'm kind of thinking some smaller passageways, like a lot smaller, like 150 smaller. No, that's not what I wanted. Ugh, horrible. Alright, let's get the right level. That level, not 8.5. Alright, maybe like here, and then like here, and then like, and It's interesting too, because all my maps have kind of turned out hard. Well, not hard, but pretty hard. Kind of like that. It's weird and interesting. I like it. I just do this. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, ugh. Disgusting. I'll go through and soften, which is another thing that is really important in this map creation. Is the softening. I should add mountains before I do this. Unless there's only going to be one mountain, which is acceptable. But see, really, the first thing you think about is the value of the land that you're going to be creating it on. See, like this tile right here is going to be, I don't know, it's definitely going to be like 20% usable. The game will give it to you. Like, will give you the estimate. But see, I don't want to just throw in a bunch of land, because then that looks unnatural or weird in some way. I'm thinking like a side offshoot here, and then like here, and then like here. That was my phone. Here. My friend wants to hang out. Should I hang out with him? I'm kind of recording. Bam. Ha! Alright, so there's a bunch of different ways you can go about creating a mountain. The one I'm going to make now is like the biggest mountain you'd think of in the game. So what I do, well, I could show you a couple different ways. So first way would be using this brush right here. It's kind of the pressure point brush. That is not the right brush. There it is. And then you'd pick the point that you want the mountain to peak, and then you just build it up until it hits the max, which is like 1,100 something meters. I like to think about everything in meters, because feet or whatever wouldn't really be much. And then, see, like that right there does not really look natural. I mean, it looks cool, but it's not a natural mountain. And to get a natural mountain, it's not hard work, but it does take time. So the limit is the thing that bugs me, because I wish it would go higher. I wish the height limit, which is a thing that modders could do, because modding is awesome. Anyway, the method that I'm talking about is using this brush, and you go about and you just raise everything at the level you'd want it to be raised at, and then use the soften brush to soften everything out. Your right click is a harder soften, so instead of like the left click, you see just really the right click totally makes a difference. So and I instantly do not like that. It looks disgusting. That's kind of like a just ginormous hill. But I kind of ruined the flat land part, so I'm just gonna undo everything, because that sucked. Bam. Okay. The other way you can do a mountain is taking the level tool, the size of brush you want. Say, for instance, I want it that big. Yes. And then I take it to the terrain height I want. So I'm going to go about 500. I take a little base. This is like just the base of the mountain there. Perfect. And then take this tool and then switch brush, and fill in, oh gosh, fill in the stuff. This is the strength. I dial the strength down big time. And then you slowly rise it up to a peak. There. And then this right here, definitely do not keep, because that looks horribly tacky. I'd hard brush it, soften it, just the edges, to kind of get that, see how it looks way more like a mountain now? What the bam. But it doesn't look quite like a mountain yet, because you got that, you know, it just looks like a mound, if you think about it. So I'm going to higher this up a bit, kind of get that peak. And then what you want to do is you want to stick with this brush here, and maybe dial down this even further. And then get a smaller brush, I don't know, however big, doesn't matter. Yeah, sure, 200. And then you go, this is where it actually becomes mountainy, is you raise edges like this, and then lower other ones. And you kind of just do this randomly. It really doesn't matter where. Like the bottom definitely needs to go up more, and I'll do that. And it's already starting to look mountainy. It's not like a tacky, horrible mountain. And I can like lower certain parts. A lot of times lower is something you want to stick to more, because I've maxed out things and it just doesn't look nice. Well, it doesn't look nice. I don't know what I'm talking about. When you tend to higher things, you'll get to the max point, and then that's not what you want to do, because it looks bad. So higher only occasionally, and then lower mostly. Just a weird tumor. You gotta kind of look at this from an edge. You can always higher the strength, make it go quicker. And I clearly want this to kind of come up to a thing. Definitely needs a ridge like right here. That's pretty deep. Gonna level that out. Put it there. And there. And then look at that. You actually get like a realistic looking mountain. Kind of get the edges and all that kind of stuff. But what you can do is you can even get more in depth here. You really want to level out the base, kind of make it look rocky, and then you can take the other brushes that they provide so nicely, like this one here, and I'd pick up the size a bit, and either like move them up or move them down, kind of like that. Oh gosh, that was too much. Make it look really mountainy. And then to top it off, I take the soften brush with this wide one, and then put the strength down way low, and just do like a click of your left, not the right. Because the right would like do that. You don't want that, because that just totally undoes everything. Undoes. My grammar, I'll tell you. And then say I want this area here to be way more livable. So what I can do is soften it. And even that is like, that won't build in city building. It just won't. So what I'm gonna do is put like plateaus in. So if I take the slope tool here, get a base height, that's about the height I want, maybe a little lower. And then I'm going to take this guy and then just slowly level out this area. This is kind of almost like my island map, because I kind of made a focus of a mountain in the middle, except it's different. So that kind of made my level there. Excuse me. But you know what? I want to take this a step further. I want to get like a base height here, lower that to like 400 something, and then I'm going to get the level tool, make a smaller brush. Okay, that's too high. I'm gonna go like to 3. Yeah. And then I'm gonna kind of like almost make a little ledge on this mountain here. And then like this could look sweet. Like I'm totally fine with that. Like there, right there. Oh yeah, that looks cool. And then obviously I am not going to accept that because that looks horrible. And these peaks are disgusting. My friend just loves them though. It's like, oh, that's realistic. I'm like, no, it's not. It's like 1 pixel. Like, look at that. Is that realistic? That sharp angle and crap? No, it's not. It's not realistic by any means. I'm going to take this slow and soften, and then I'm going to just dab this area with the left click here. And I might have to go back in and edit more, or I could just undo all of what I just did, basically. And then just make the brush smaller. Can't just get these edges. Obviously, this stuff. And then like this here, I'm gonna soften this here and make it look a little more realistic. Kind of like, oh, it's a pretty sweet ass mountain, if you ask me. And then to make things even more cool, I'm gonna add another level because I want to do that. Take that down to 5 or something. I don't know. Last one was at like 3. 4, and then the level, and then we're gonna do super. No, damn it, messed it up. Super small brush. How far is this going down? See, the thing I'm concerned about is highways actually even being able to get up there. That's why I want to do it step by step. I think that's fine. So I'll kind of just. Call this Step Mountain because it's steps. Huh. I wasn't trying to be funny. If you laughed, then thanks. And then this size that's enough to put like one highway around the mountain and like put a bunch of luxury houses near it, because that would be cool. Small paths here, and then like mountain there, and like meets up here, and like, oh yeah, that's kind of cool. And then like obviously I'm gonna put up higher. No, too high. Not too high. Too low. Click, 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 click. It's gotta be amusing. All my clicks. That kind of looks more natural. I like it. I can always touch it up later. Alright, so that's about the mountain that we want. Kind of pretty sweet. I could extend this base out more if I wanted to. I think I might actually get that right height. And then the level tool, like just bring this out a little more. Kind of like there. Just to, maybe not a complete circle, maybe like some just offshoots of stuff. Okay. Now, out to the Outer Lands. I'm thinking about making them pretty much just flat. Yeah, because flat land is the best to build on, and I think we need lots of building spots. This is definitely something that I think would be the first square. Just because of the map design and how I started it off, it kind of, yeah, this is definitely going to be the first square right here. I need water though, so what better time to put a pond in? A pond that needs to be big enough. I mean, you'll have access to... Let's open this up. That's a something to it. No. Let's dial this back a bit. Into the square. And then kind of like give it a more natural, kind of like bay feel. I want it to touch, like, I want it to almost look like it's I don't know, it'd kind of be cool if like these lands were once connected, but now they're not, so like this would need to be hired up and all that shenanigans. So I'm not worried about like all this right here, because the softening progress will totally... the most care you want to do is really right where your starting position is, because that's where your main first part of the city is going to be, and I mean, it's the main first part of your city. I kind of want to do a pond, so water is awesome in this game. It really is. Adjust my mic here. That's better. My shoulders will tense up. Alright, so what I do for a pond of sorts is you can take the level tool, take, say, I forget where I put this at. Let's just do 52. Yeah, that's a good size pond. And then I'm just gonna like, kind of dig out a whole weird shaped pond. That'd be cool, like that, build around this. Just kind of like here. And I'm thinking like this is where the pumps are gonna go for your I like that effect. I like that. Check that out. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, and I'll probably put several of these in because just one is awkward. But In fact, it might be filled up with sea level. I don't know. I'll put a water spouter in it. And then I'm going to put this on fast because it's ridiculously slow. Anyway, so how water spawners work is you put a water spawner down. The water will spawn at its water capacity here, how much it comes out. And it will spawn up until the level that it's at. See, that's the level. And it won't go past that. But if I can raise this up here, just about like right here, it'll spawn up to that point, and then that's a good point where like it won't like overfill. And I'm gonna do obviously some softening. But see, now I got spillover because it's not as rigid. So I'm gonna have to go back in the water and then like, oh wait, maybe it's settled down. Oh, that's perfect. It did settle down, so now it's good. So when you start up the game, it's not gonna be any higher than this. Okay. Now, if you want, say, like a waterfall into a pond, you can't do that. Not as far as I know. You need an escape route for. Oh crap! I don't want that there. You need an escape route for water because it'll continue to flow if it's a waterfall that's like here, and then like. I want that to go in the pond. Well, it's not going to go in the pond because the pond will overfull. So I need a little escape route so it won't overfull. I love the water in this game. Check that out. Isn't that cool? This sharp edges is annoying me. So just go around and fix this. Stuff. Probably like a forest here coming out. Can even do that right now if I wanted. See, I tend to wait for this though until I've got all the terrain done. So what do you want to kind of focus on is terrain first. I'll check out that sandy beach effect. That's cool. You can put sand in automatically, but it's annoying. Kind of want to get the terrain done before anything else, just because when you get the terrain done, you have a layout and you can think logically on where trees and ore and oil and all that kind of jazz would be. If I have a lake here, I should have multiple lakes around, or else just one lake is weird. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I mean, you don't have to have a bunch of lakes. I'm going to put some lakes in, though. I'm kind of thinking like the Lonely Mountain in like a marshy area, which I have not done yet, so that fits my craving for doing stuff I haven't done. So if I could actually think here, am I at the same height? I am. I'm going to do a bigger brush. No! Not the height! Damn it! What was it? 52? There it is. Just coming into, but not consuming this space, because that's the last thing I want to do. I don't want to consume the area, because then that's less building area. So building area. See, now if I look right here, that's gonna be an issue, because it'll overflow, and I just kind of totally screwed that up. But you know what? I kind of think that would look pretty sweet if I've got the pond. See, the pond though. See, ponds are weird because if I leave this right now like it is, and obviously get rid of these highlands here, so if I just get a brush and like get rid of this, and all this here, and then like just put a water spawner here, it's not going to fill this up because the water is going to flow out there and not do anything. It's not going to fill this up. For a pond to actually work, and then like say you want it to overflow and then into here, I would want this all lowered and then higher this to a height that is not the height of the pond. So say here. Like here. Yeah, that's about halfway-ish. And then what you do is I'm obviously going to soften, because I love softening things. Okay, just soften there. Almost. Maybe higher this a bit. Gonna make it look more natural. Almost kind of like a dam, kind of. And then, like, I'm going to soften this before I even touch. Because I don't want any overflows, because those are just annoying to... I could do some hard softening here. I always recommend following up a hard soft with a soft because you kind of get like weird glitches in the game. I'm not too sure what it is. This kind of looks cool. Now that right there is going to be an issue. See, now I'm hiring up. I want to lower that. Nope, lower. There we go. That looks about right. Now what I do is I take a water spawner and say put it right here, for instance, and then I'm gonna set the height just above, say like right there is basically maybe a little higher. Bam. If I keep it on here, it'll show me. Check that out. You could even build a space right here. That kind of be cool. But then this is gonna become a big lake, and it's gonna fill up. It's going to fill up to that point, but it's not going to get to that point. So you know what's going to happen? It's going to overflow into this stream here. And then that will empty out into the other streams, which will empty out into the ocean. Which, as long as the ocean is connected to the outside map, you won't have a problem with it flooding. So that's going to look pretty sweet. It's going to continue to fill up. It's still filling, guys. Don't worry. And then if I keep that above this level, it's never going to meet that level. So therefore, it will continue to flow out. So it kind of gives that sense of feeling that, well, yeah, there's a underground water source or some sort. And it's just gentle enough here. I could even help it out a bit if I wanted it to. I went blank. Soften. That's what I want. Just soften the area just a bit more. More precisely this area. Just to the point where it's going to overflow naturally. And then you get the flowing water outside the thing, which is cool. I hate those because they look really dumb because of the brush size. So, do that. Alright, now I am going to take a break and go eat. I'm hungry. That looks sweet. That looks sweet. And this is all eye candy, but if you buy this tile, you'll be able to see it. So, alright. I shall